What if the most dangerous financial decision you ever made was showing up to work on Monday? Hey, I'm Gary, and before you click off thinking this is some quit your job and trade crypto video, it's not. I'm not here to sell you a course. I'm not here to tell you your boss is evil. But I am here to tell you something that most finance channels won't say out loud because it's uncomfortable and it might make you feel like the rug just got pulled from under you. In 2026, the traditional 9 to 5 job, the thing your parents told you to chase, the thing you built your whole adult life around, is carrying more hidden risk than almost any other financial position you could be in. And the scariest part? Most people won't realize it until it's too late. So today, I'm going to break it all down for you, level by level, with real numbers, real examples, no fluff. This is what actually happens in real American life and what you can do about it, starting today. Let's get into it. Level 1. The illusion of the steady paycheck. There's something genuinely comforting in knowing that every 2 weeks a specific number lands in your bank account. I get it. I lived it. And for a long time, that felt like security. But here's the first trap nobody tells you about, and this one stings. When you have one income source, you don't have stability. You have concentration risk. Think about it this way. If you're a stock investor and you put every single dollar into one company's stock, your financial advisor would look at you like you were out of your mind. Diversify, they'd say. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. But that's exactly what a single 9 to 5 job is. One basket, one employer, one decision made by someone you've probably never met in a boardroom you've never been in stands between you and financial chaos. In 2024 alone, over 150,000 white-collar workers were laid off across the tech, finance, and media sectors, and in 2025, that number climbed again. These weren't lazy people. These were people with degrees, experience, and 15-year track records, gone in a 30-minute HR call. The paycheck isn't the problem. The dependency on only the paycheck, that's the problem. Level 2. Inflation is quietly eating your raise. And this one is the silent killer. Let's say you're making $60,000 a year. You worked hard, asked for a raise, and last year your boss gave you a 3% bump. Nice, right? Except inflation in 2025 was running between 3 and 4% on the things that actually matter: groceries, rent, utilities, car insurance. So your 3% raise in real purchasing power, you got nothing. You actually went backwards. The math is brutal but simple. If your salary grows at 3%, but your cost of living grows at 4%, you are cheeking a 1% pay cut every single year while smiling and saying thank you. Do that for 10 years, you've lost the equivalent of a full year's salary in buying power, and you didn't even notice because the number on your check kept going up. This is what actually happens in real American life. People feel like they're keeping up, they're working harder than ever, but the gap between their income and their expenses quietly widens, year after year, like a slow leak in a tire you never check. Level 3. The benefits trap, the golden handcuffs. Nobody's talking about this one because it hurts to hear. A lot of people stay in jobs they hate, jobs that are stressing them out, shrinking their ambitions, paying them less than they're worth because of the benefits. Health insurance, the 401k match, the PTO, the dental plan. And look, those things are real. I'm not dismissing them. But here's what I want you to understand. When your benefits are the main reason you're staying somewhere, that's not security. That's a trap with really nice packaging. The average American worker who stays at one company gets an average raise of about 3% per year. But workers who switch jobs, according to multiple labor studies, job switchers typically earn 10 to 20% more within just 1 or 2 moves. You've been loyal, that's admirable, but loyalty to a corporation that will cut you loose the moment a quarterly earnings report looks bad, that's not a virtue, that's a vulnerability. Level 4. Automation and AI are not coming, they're here. Okay, deep breath, because this is where we get real. AI and automation are no longer a future conversation. They are a 2026 conversation. Goldman Sachs published a report estimating that AI could automate tasks covering nearly 300 million full-time jobs globally. That doesn't mean 300 million people lose their jobs overnight. It means that every single job in the 9-to-5 world is being reviewed right now by executives asking one question: can software do this cheaper? Data entry, legal research, customer service, accounting, radiological screening, paralegal work, content writing, middle management reporting. These aren't jobs in coal mines from 1985. These are office jobs, safe jobs, jobs that you might have. And the scariest part, most people at risk are not low-skill workers. They're people in roles that involve repetitive cognitive tasks, the kind that AI is specifically designed to absorb. The 9-to-5 used to protect you from volatility. In 2026, it is the volatility. You just can't see it yet because the paycheck is still coming. The everything changes moment. Here's the moment I want you to sit with for a second. The generation before us was told, get a good job, keep your head down, stay loyal, and retire with a pension. And for them, that worked, mostly. But the rules changed and nobody sent out a memo. The pension is gone. The loyalty is one-sided. The cost of living outran the race, and now AI is looking at your job description with a spreadsheet and a stopwatch. This isn't a doom and gloom speech. This is me, Gary, sitting across from you like a big brother and saying the first step to fixing something is being honest about what's broken. The 9-to-5 isn't evil. It's just not enough on its own anymore. And once you see that, everything changes. Gary's 3-step action plan. All right, here's what I want you to do actually this week. 3 steps, simple, real, no 7-figure income required. Step 1, audit your single point of failure. Open a notes app right now and answer this. If you lost your job tomorrow morning, how many days could you survive without panic? If the answer is less than 90 days, your first job is to build a 3-month emergency fund. Not invest, not crypto, emergency fund first. That's your oxygen mask. Step 2, start one income experiment. Not a business, not a side hustle empire, one experiment. Sell something on eBay. Do one freelance project on Upwork or Fiverr. Teach one skill on a platform. The goal isn't money yet. The goal is to break the psychological dependency on one source. Once you make your first $20 outside your job, something shifts in your brain. You start thinking like someone who has options. Step 3, invest in skills that compound. AI is not replacing people who understand how to use AI. And the next 24 months, knowing how to prompt AI tools, analyze data, or manage digital systems is going to be like knowing how to use Excel was in 2005, the baseline. Spend 30 minutes a day learning one tool. YouTube is free. Coursera has affordable courses. Your job security in 2028 is being built right now in the hours after work by the version of you that chose to learn. Look, nobody's saying quit your job tomorrow. That's not the move. The move is to stop treating your job like it's the only move. If this hit home, drop a like and comment your biggest money trap right now. I read every single one. And subscribe for more real talk finance that actually feels like your life. No fake gurus, no overnight millions, just real strategy for real people. See you in the next one.